let's do this question. A small trading company made a profit of 250,000 in year 2000. The company considered two different plans, Plan A and Plan B, for increasing its profit. Under Plan A, the annual profit would increase each year by 5% of its value in the preceding year. For Plan A, find the profit for the year 2008. Okay, let's break this question down. We know that the profit for the first year, which is year 2000, that is 250,000. Next, they're saying that each year the profit increases by 5%. Okay, now you need to remember this, that if it is a 5% increase, 10% increase, 8% increase every year, it's always a question on GP. It's a geometric progression question because you're multiplying something here with this value to get the next value. And what are you multiplying? We know that's R, the common ratio. And that is always, since it says a 5% increase, so it's going to be 105%. This is R. Okay. And you may simplify it further. What is 105 upon 100? It is 21 over 20. This is the shorter way of determining R. Let me recap. It says 5% increase. So 5% increase means 105% of the previous value. So if you notice, if you multiply 105% with the previous value, you get a 5% increase. Let me see what that comes out to be, 250,000. I'm getting 262500. And again, if you multiply 105% with that or 21 over 20, you get 275625. Okay. Or you could also use the percentage increase formula that you might have done in a O-level. Some students tend to use this approach, 250,000. And if you want to increase it by 5%, you do plus 5% of 250,000. This will also give the same answer, 262500. And if you need to increase 262500 by 5%, then you can add 5% of this to get the next value. This is slightly longer, but good enough. Okay. All right. And you can even find R by finding this first. I mean, this was already given. Then you can find this using this approach if you're more comfortable with that. And then you can find R later. What is R? A value divided by its previous value. And I will give you the same answer, whatever that was, 20 over 21. 21 over 20, I'm sorry. So you'll get the same R. But I would strongly advise you to not waste time here instead and know that a 5% increase means that you're multiplying the previous value with 105%. That is the quickest way of finding R, which gives 21 over 20. Okay, so we know the first term, 250,000. We know the R, 21 over 20. It's asking us for the profit in year 2008. Okay, so this was year 2000, right? This would be year 2001. This would be year 2002. So N is 1 over here, N is 2 over here, N is 3 over here. So in year 2008, N is going to be 9. So A is 250,000. R is 105 over 100 or 21 over 20, and N is 9. We just have to find the 9th term now. U9 would be, I'm using the formula first of UN. It is A R power N minus 1. So now substitute the values to 50,000. R would be 21 over 20. Power n minus 1 would be 8 because it's 9 minus 1. Okay. And just enter this in the calculator. You get 369,363.8609. And when you round it off to three significant figures, you get 369,000. That's the answer for part 1. Okay. Part 2 says the total profit for the 10 years, 2000 to 2009. Okay, that means we need S10. Okay, so for S10, I'm going to use the SN formula for GP. That is A bracket 1 minus R power N upon 1 minus R. We already have all the values. A is 250,000. 1 minus R is 21 over 20. N is for these 10 years, so it's S10. So this would be power 10, bracket close, and 1 minus 21 over 20. Carefully enter this in the calculator with the proper brackets and all, and you should get 31,444.73134. And in three significant figures, it becomes 314,000. In fact, no, I think I've messed up the decimal place. It's supposed to be after 73. So it's 31,444.73.13. So in three significant figures, we're going to get 314,000 and another 2 zeros. This is the answer for part 2. Part 3 is, under the plan B, the annual profit would increase each year by a constant amount D. Okay. So if the annual profit increases by a constant amount, that makes this sequence a geometric sequence. Sorry, an arithmetic sequence. So part 3 is an AP. So it's an AP question now. Okay. A is still the first term, which was 250,000. And D is this capital D given to us. And find the value of D for which the total profit for 10 years. So this total profit for 10 years is S10. So the formula for Sn would be required. And that formula would be required that has D in it. So the first formula, N over 2, 2A plus D, N minus 1. So substitute the values. Find the value of D for which the total profit for 10 years inclusive would be the same for both plans. Okay. So we already have the S10 from the previous part. It came out to be 314,473.134. You're going to use the unrounded value. Okay, and equate it to N is 10 because it's 10 years and 10 years here as well. So N is 10, 10 over 2 times 2. A is the same thing, 250,000 plus capital D times N minus 1 would be 10 minus 1. Okay. Now the rest of this is algebra. I expect you to do this on your own. Make this the subject and the answer should come out to be 14,321.6252 and rounded to three significant figure. It's going to be 14300. This should be the answer.